Good morning and welcome. Is it morning? I don't know. I don't have my watch on. Good morning or afternoon and welcome back to this shared space on YouTube called Natural Connection with the Shaman. I'm your host, Shaman Odin Greywolf, and today is Thursday, Thunras Day, October 2nd, 2025. Before we get into today's readings, I'm a little late. I had to woke up in the middle of the night around 1:30. Had a great conversation with my daughter. Then went back to bed around 4. So I'm a little late. That's why I can't see I think it's like 12:30 p.m. my time. But so this might be late information for you, but it's okay. This can still help. You may have experienced in your day, or you are about to experience after this message, um, conflicting, complicated energy, right? So before we go any further, I wanted to say, take a moment to breathe in and focus on all the things that you have right now in the present, okay? This is a moment to not think about what you need to achieve, what you need to gain, what you want, desires. This is a moment to say everything in my life right now I am grateful for. Um, this can help you balance your energies today. And if you were in some kind of conflicting episode today, this gratitude, appreciation for the present moment will always bring you right back to center. Okay? So, these are things to keep in mind whenever your day. Reason I'm saying this is because astrology has showed me everyone's day today. Believe it or not, if you can tap into the cell phone of the universe, you can see the collective energy that will take place this day. You can use it to predict. I stay in real time because I want to honor and appreciate this present moment as much as possible. Now, if I'm paid to look in the future, that's one thing. If I'm paid to look in the past, that's another thing. But for my spiritual practices and giving back, I don't have much materialistically to give back. But this, I have an overwhelming abundance of spiritual knowledge, um, talents with tarot, astrology, um, learned experience to share back. So it's my way of giving back. And when I do so, it's always going to be in real time. Okay, so that all being said, let's get into today's messages. If you haven't already, please hit the like button. If you're new to this channel, hit the subscribe button. If you have friends that might be interested in this information, share this video with them. And let's get into today. Today is Thunras, the thunder god of Proto-Germanic um, beliefs. Thunras represents Jupiter, the planet Jupiter, expansion, giant energy, thunder, lightning. It is 10/02/2025. That equals 12. 1 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 5 equals 12. 12 stands for the path of prophetic vision and the Hanged Man's card. Hangman represents pause to see something through spiritual eyes. I want you to remember that right there. Hangman this morning stands for take a pause to see something through spiritual eyes. In other words, for those of you who spirit guide is Jesus, what would Jesus do? Whatever your beliefs are, try to tap out of the material binding limitations and look at something through a higher conscious that can only come from within. Okay. Where are we? 1 plus 2 equals 3. 3 stands for the path of wisdom. Wisdom is the holy intelligence. I made a little skip here. As my mind. Oh, number 3, the Empress card. Empress card today stands for abundance, growth, and new opportunities for wealth and joy. But this comes with nurturing oneself. Okay, the 12th house represents past actions, hidden support, and dreams. Now, if you had a dream that stuck with you today, it's coming from something in a past action. This is karma. I want you to remember, karma doesn't mean bad or good, okay? Karma is karma. Karma is like cause and effect. So, what is coming to you today is from your past actions. So you might be receiving abundance for some past actions that you've done. A payoff might be coming your way, or something conflicting may be coming your way from a past action you've done. Know that if you accept all karma as is in this present moment, see things from a higher point of view, you'll get through whatever challenges you face. Giving thanks is the practice of the day. Thanks and gratitude for the abundance and new opportunities in your life. And 3rd house represents communications, education, siblings, neighbors, and community. So we're going to start in 12th house. Okay, so you might have sought balance and harmony in your unconscious mind today, right? You might have been tapping into the spiritual realms for this, or speaking with the unseen. Wow, wow, look at that glow coming off my table. That's cool. Okay, but at some point, maybe a conflict arose that was involving intense desires and your independent streak. This is a time for deep introspection of yourself and use of communication or action to explore your spirituality. The hidden aspects of life, while you're struggling to find resolution, this may cause self-undoing or sabotage. Basically, okay, you might have had a conflict or you're going to have a conflict that is pretty much based on spiritual or dreamy understandings. Like, this is where your morals could be tested or something from the psychic realm, which basically has no tangible reason for being tested. So when this happens, you want to step back, see it for what it is, understand that it was just something that happened to come up in the collective, and ask for time to separate from the conflict so that you can go and overlook whatever was going on. What was really going on? This is where the 3rd house energy comes in. What was really going on is there was a power struggle with your immediate surroundings, and Pluto and the moon were forcing a collective confrontation with what is not based on truth. Because this needs to be risen. So, whatever conflicts came up before or after you witnessed this video, you need to understand that happened because the celestial realms are telling you this situation was built on false grounds. It doesn't have to be an eruption. It doesn't have to be a conflict. Both of you take the hangman's point of view, pause, step back, see it through a higher consciousness, and allow these things to be released. Okay? And then when we get to Jupiter, this is all a fated event. These up and downs in gains and experiences are related to a transformational depth that you're going through. You need to be adaptable at this time because this is a turning point involving sudden realizations. These are for your personal growth, particularly within the partnerships, finances, and self-discovery going on in your life. So, what the main hitters are today is Mars and Swati. You have a love for learning that requires careful management to balance independence with harmony in your relationships. You need to prevent your energy from becoming scattered, right? So, when you're spreading yourself too thin, you will naturally get restless. If you are involved in too many things within a day, you're just depleting your energy. When you do that, resentment gets built. You start thinking, like, let's just put it in a work scenario, okay? Because it's neutral. You put it in a work scenario. If you're volunteering to do all the extra pickup work, right? And you happen to notice that since you volunteered to do all the extra pickup work, the rest of your crew takes longer breaks. They don't put the hustle in their work, right? And you start getting resentful towards them, like, what the hell? Here I am picking it. I'm sorry. It's because you volunteered for this. You volunteered for this. So it's just funny from an outer point of view to see what's going on. You volunteered for this. You're the one that said, I will do all the pickup work, right? But then you get angry at those who are like, okay, well, I'm going to take some advantage time to relax. Don't spread yourself too thin. Don't volunteer to do other people's pickup work. Okay? All right. Let's get back. Next is Mercury and Chitra. Instead of using your perfectionism towards communications with others, put it towards some kind of craft, arts or crafts in some manner, right? Use it in a creative way. It's just all going back to like that work scenario. Here I am, I volunteered to pick up everybody's, and they're just relaxing, and then the perfectionist comes out in you, and you probably start passive aggressively saying things that are like based on a perfectionist point of view, like, look at what I'm doing, and you guys are just, that's your fault. Okay, so you called on this energy. Know how to balance it. Stop spreading yourself too thin. What's going on? Lilith in Vishaka. Your shadow self has a powerful ambition, and it can be extreme sometimes, which creates conflict between ambition and spirituality. This can lead to you having an uncompromising nature with your successes and with your truths, okay? So this is like that, unbearable, you do everything right, everybody does everything wrong. So these are all things, like I said, taking a look at this from the hangman's point of view, from spiritual eyes, is the ability to laugh at oneself, like step back for a moment, get out of the heat of the moment. Okay, thank you for this conflict. Give me some time to think about this, because if I respond right now, I'm going to respond in anger. Fair enough? Fair enough. You guys go your separate ways. Think about it. Allow the hostility, allow the rage, allow the blood pressure to settle. Do some fucking yoga, smoke some fucking pot, meditate, whatever you gotta do. Chill out, right? Then look at the situation. Remember, this all comes from 12th house energy, which is basically, like in this type of energy, it's assumptions is what the conflict was. Either you had assumptions about someone or they had assumptions about you. And it rose to point to some untruths that you guys have based your current situation around. This could be in jobs, this could be in social circles, community, relationships, partnerships, friends and family. Hell, it could be with you and the damn gas station clerk. But learn to pull yourself back. It's called not reacting, right? You don't want to react on your impulse. I mean, if you do, fine, but that will not get you anywhere. Learn to pull back, take some time, hangman, pause, look at it from a higher point of view, laugh at yourself, and laugh at the situation. Then think of a compromising conversation and go back. While you're doing so, maybe focus on some arts and crafts, play with crayons and shit. Whatever it takes to calm this energy. So I'm going to pull a Divine Masculine card, and then we will get some tarot off of that. Let's see what we got here. Divine Masculine energy is all about calming and grounding oneself, being stable so that you can support others, not being wild, sporadic, scattered to the wind, putting your energy in too many places. That's not your job. Your job is to get through your life. And everyone has masculine energies, whether you're man, woman, child, trans, gay, straight, whatever. Everyone has masculine energy. It could be wounded. Wounded masculine energy is rage, control issues, arrogance, excessive competitiveness. This is all the unhealed, wounded masculine energy. So let's see what the masculine has to offer. Masculines can laugh at their own their own stupidity, and they can find a resolution and take calm action towards that. Never rush. Remember, if you're going to invest in the stock market, never do an impulse buy. Take some time to think about it. So if you're dealing with conflicting energies or people who are in their wounded masculine energy, stop. Say, I've heard what you said. Let's take some time to think about this, and we'll return on this conversation. All right, Divine Masculine, what do we got for the viewer? No, not a lot. Give me one card. It gave me 5 cards. So because it did, I'm going to use my feminine energy to feel which one of these 5 cards is going to have our message. This one. Hiawatha. Again, Hiawatha. So Hiawatha stands for He Who Makes Rivers. Okay? This is talking about unity with others creates belonging. Okay? So this confrontational energy that's in the astrology today is actually going to help you unify with your immediate surroundings by focusing on presence, not the right thing to say. Remember how I said, stay calm, ground yourself, listen. Okay, let me step back and think about this. Try to find ways to bring people together. Community helps others feel safe. And platonic love delivers purity in depth, not death. So Hiawatha is talking about a love for your friends, family, and community, a love for others as they are yet another spiritual being in a human experience. See them for that and try to find solutions. That's what I'm getting. Now, it was crossed with this energy, Achilles. Okay, so Achilles energy. Somebody had a wounded ankle here. That may be significant or just a metaphor. Let's see what Achilles' message is. Achilles. Examine your relationship with vulnerability. Cultivate environments in your life that provide time, space, and safe, supportive relationships. Achilles' message today. Vulnerability is associated with weakness, yet exposing your tender parts takes immense strength and bravery. Social conditioning implies that it is not safe to be vulnerable or show softness. Many people have grown up hearing phrases such as, boys don't cry, you're whipped. I fucking hated that one. When showing romantic affection, stop being a girl and take a cement pill and harden up. It is no wonder why men have not felt safe to be vulnerable. This deeply rooted paradigm has affected the entire population in one way or another. Not only has this squashed much within the masculine energy, but it has sometimes denied the feminine energy, connection, and openness with their counterparts. It's time we break down these archaic societal conventions and work towards exhibiting our vulnerability to generate environments for others to do the same. This can be done by removing your masks. That's another one of the messages of Hiawatha. And being as real as possible about your feelings, needs, and thinking. It also happens by calling out how damaging it is when these antiquated sayings are verbalized. Situations will naturally arise where you become aware of the patterns keeping you from being vulnerable. Although vulnerability is a goal to strive towards, ease into it one step at a time. After a lifetime of survival and protection mode, slowly opening to softness will help you transition into a new way of operating. Doing something before you are ready can result in you retreating and feeling even more traumatized. Awareness of the pattern and knowing you are not ready is still a monumental progression. Choosing to prioritize your safety is an act of kindness to yourself, when matched with making strides towards progress as the right opportunities present themselves. So that's funny. I was doing integration of the shadow with my journals yesterday, right? This is basically where you go back over the span of from June, read through your journals, and see an underlining pattern, see things for a different point of view. So this is a practice that you might want to do. Basically, we had an 11-day yesterday, which focuses on divine masters, psychics, and spiritual guides, right? But the life purpose is about being open with others. Being open with others, although you think is going to create distance, It actually strengthens the bonds because people can see you as a real person and they can stop hiding behind their masks. So this is very true. I don't I was talking about the wounded masculine, and it's something that nobody really does pay attention to. Being told that you're whipped, or that you're too sensitive, or these have turned the masculine people into belligerent, egotistical, eccentric, pride and arrogant maniacs. And it's not healthy. Why do people act like this? Because we're forced to shove our feelings down. And you know what? It's mostly done by the feminines in the world. Like the chaotic energy of the feminine never stops to realize that they are demanding so much from their counterpart sometimes that they don't realize the overwhelming wounded feminine energy that is present today. Wounded feminine is chaotic, unplanned, unorganized, sporadic, impulsive, angered, projecting, and unaware of seeing balance and structure, stability and harmony. So this is things that are worth bringing up in our lives today. Um, it's not just the feminine who's been under pressure all these years. Like you'll see on, this is why I don't like social media. Because if you're on social media like Facebook and stuff, all it does is project hatred, insecurity. And yeah, every now and then you got a few cool people, your family, fun things, right? But the majority of Facebook and Twitter and stuff like that is projecting wounded masculine, wounded feminine, or egotistical vanity. Take some time to step back, look at yourself until you can laugh at yourself. All the things that you've taken so seriously, they're really comical if you can step back and get away from them. Are they even your own thoughts? There's so much evidence to back up that you are not even behaving in your true nature, because most people wake up and the first thing they grab is that cell phone. The first thing they turn on is their app of their choice. This means that you have no recollection of who's inside here. The best meditation to learn who's inside here is to sit and know that your thoughts are out of order, right? The awareness that your thoughts don't stop. All you're doing is sitting there breathing for 10 minutes, right? And your mind, I want a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, right? Well, there's obviously something in there paying attention to all those thoughts go, right? That's the true you that you have hidden under all the masks of influence from wounded people. When you never tap out of that wounded mask and the influence of wounded people, you become a magnet for more wounded individuals. You may notice more and more in your life things that you just do not resonate with, but you continue to go to because you're hiding behind a mask. You're not sorting through your own wounds, and you're not focusing on healthy interactions that make people feel safe, right? So, like, this could come out as the narcissism that comes with reaching 1 million followers, right? Um, this could come with the egotistical idealism of your intelligence, right? Your intelligence isn't a badge of honor. It's just what you do to entertain your own ego, which is good because it helps you throughout life. It gets you places, but it's not something to be better than others with. Your ability to gather people does not give you the right to overlook. My goodness, my phone is going off like crazy. I can't believe this. It's always when it's in a video these things happen, like 15 things at a time. Basically, check yourself, check your ego, and laugh at yourself. It's ridiculous how we feel about ourselves, right? We're so sure of ourselves in this world. Let's pull some tarot, see what's going on here. Wounded feminine demands never stop, always be on the go. Wounded masculine is not stating clear boundaries. Everyone carries both within. Healthy masculine appreciates their time, supports others, creates boundaries. Healthy feminine is creative, flowing, abundant. She's able to make things happen. So I've got Empress card and Seven of Swords. There is some kind of divine love coming your way, and it is something that is private, going on behind the scenes. Someone from behind the scenes is in love with you, and they want to nurture and take care of you. But they're being very private about it. Good fortune is coming and changes. A new cycle begins where you are in your healthy masculine. This is what has... Let's see. Let me just keep going first. There will be a collapse of all things false in your life to this point. So expect change, expect big change, but it's in a good decision on your part. This is healthy. This change is healthy. It's thought out, well planned, well structured, there's support in it, and it removes all false beliefs and anything, like we said in the astrology. It's just mirroring the astrology. So this is why I like to read the astrology before I do the tarot card reading, because it shows the string theory connected to our tarot cards, right? And if that shows that, well, tarot cards are from our unconscious perception, right? So when we pull tarot cards, it's the unconscious collective of psychics are in tune with the unconscious collective. I'm tired of dancing around the situation. Psychics can pick up on everything. Now, do we say everything? No, because we don't always need to be heard or validated through others. But this is why I do this in these orders. Just like I said in the astrology today, there are big changes coming for your benefit. What is being torn apart is what was false. It's not meant to be. Expect communication coming in directly with honest answers. There is a romantic situation that is on the table, and someone is in the background. You are going to have to balance your finances and your emotions, physical and reality, covering all areas of your life. Get back into balance. Remember what I said? Take some time out, ground, chill out, learn to laugh at yourself. Same thing. It's time you left these situations that left your mind challenged behind. It's time to do for yourself. make the right decisions. Look, we've got a divine counterpart. This is the intellectual couple. These are the ones who have their minds put together. Honesty on all areas. Healthy masculine, healthy feminine. Truth. There is 4 swords on the table. So a lot of truth is coming in communications to you. There will be some anxiety or 9 of swords. So some honesty does come with a little wounding. This is a chance to reevaluate what's working for you. And bring justice to the situation. This is going to be a fair outcome in the end, and it is guided by your divine feminine goddess, the mother goddess. For some of you, that's Mother Mary. For some of you, that is Frigga. For some of you, that is Mary Magdalene. Whoever, the Empress. Let me pull you some angel message and some numbers since we still got a little bit of time. What do we have for the viewer that will help them through this transition? This is your rebirth. Rising from the ashes. So you may have felt burnt out, and this is going to help you move forward on a new light. And what is your number for today? 747, reassurance. Trust your intuition and make practical decisions that align with your higher purpose. Your guardian angels are acknowledging your efforts. So, what that tells me is to just allow things to happen. Something that you have been seeing that involves this change coming to your life is about to happen in your favor. So, 000, divine guidance. This is my number of clean slate. This is clearing the slate for you to start new. You're receiving guidance and protection from the universe. Trust in the divine plan for your life. All right, guys, so that's what I have for you today. I hope it was helpful for you. And if this video did find any help or entertaining for you, hit the like button. If you felt this channel is a place where you'd like to gather more universal information, subscribe. And if you found this information could be helpful for someone you know, share it with your friends. Click that notification bell and you will be notified every time I upload. Thank you for stopping by, and I'll see you next time.